What is up, guys? It is Kitsos from Coasterland, and today we have a coaster review of Outlaw at Adventureland Altoona. There is a lot to talk about with this small yet powerful ride, so let's dive right on in. Outlaw at Adventureland Altoona is, in my opinion, the second best coaster in the park, only to Monster, which has its own review on this channel. So how does a 67-foot tall coaster end up number 2 in the park despite being 3rd in height when I visited and now 4th in height due to the S&S free spin added? The answer is quite simple. To be honest, size matters not. Results are all that matters in coasters, in my opinion. Mike Boodley, who is a man of legends as a designer, developed his first wooden twister in Outlaw, which would go on to be the template for his own company, Great Coasters International, which would actually put Custom Coasters International, the manufacturer of Outlaw, out of business. Without Outlaw, Mike may never have been given a shot at this. His ideas may have been wasted and lost to time, and we may still be in the Stone Age of wooden coasters. Building bigger but having pacing issues due to the lack of aggression of designers such as Curtis Summers and others. Mike had aggression, and it showed in the insanity of Outlaw. Standing at just 67 feet tall, it is unassuming to look at, but then you ride it. I will be quite frank that the variety of forces that this ride has is truly astonishing. From laterals to positives and some airtime, this ride truly has it all. The forces are unique to this ride as well, and are not quite the same as on the GCI coasters out there. I mean, it is a CCI after all, so there were still some elements that were really packed in there that were CCI. I theorize that this was due to the lack of advanced design software that limited Mike Boodley and how much knowledge he had on force disbursement on the human body while riding. The reason I say that is because the forces feel a bit awkward in placement. 1 second you're feeling laterals, then mid-transition you're randomly blasted by positive force that catches you off guard, because in most people's experience that does not occur until the transition is complete. This results in an awesome feeling every transition, but I also tend to believe it's why the ride is very bumpy. And even for how tough I am, not incredibly re-rideable for me personally. It takes a lot to be not re-rideable, but this ride is pretty bumpy. I wouldn't say it's downright rough, but it does give me a headache after 4 or 5 rides, so that's something to note. But the elements are rapid fire and well executed, and minus the roughness, this is exactly what I look for in modern wooden coasters. I consider this a modern wooden coaster due to it having a modern layout. The ride starts with a whippy and intense first drop, and is mayhem from there as Outlaw navigates its 2,800 feet of track. Yes, 2,800 feet of track off a 67-foot lift. Also genius by Mike. Rapid fire transitions, curves, and pops of airtime violently throw your body from every which direction around, from the top of the lift to the final brake run. So how good is Outlaw out of 10? Because we have reached the end of really what we need to talk about, the insanity of the elements. Some may call this a shorter review, and I would have to agree it is a shorter review simply because it is a shorter ride. It's not one that I remember as well because it's been years, so that's something to note. But what would I give it out of 10? If it were smoother, it may have climbed half a point, but I give this ride a solid 8 out of 10. Outlaw does many things well, but smoothness is obviously not one of them, which is what knocks it down for about an 8.5 or 9, because I really do love the ride's layout, and its forces are awesome. However, again, that roughness takes it down to an 8. So, I wanted to thank all of you for helping me break 500 subscribers, and well on our way to 600. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to click that like button, man. It's the best thing you can do to help me against the YouTube algorithm. It's a constant battle that I hope to win someday. It is free as well, after all, to subscribe and to also click that like button. Also, have you ridden Outlaw? Do you disagree with me on the ride rating? Comment all your answers down below and your thoughts on this ride. That just about wraps things up. So until next time, peace, guys.